hate to call out my own party, but the young girls on the right promoting this like trad wife bullshit. I just want to make sourdough for my husband. That's great. I'm all for it. I promote traditional values. I understand. I have been working since I was very young. I don't really plan on stopping working. I suggest you find a hobby that makes you money. But you guys, guess what? Guess what, baby girl? That lifestyle working out, a man, a provider, you just get to sit at home, bake bread every day, slim to none. I would say none that's going to work out for you or quite literally anyone you know. You're actually setting yourself up for failure because it could not be easier, if that's what you're going to pursue, to be trapped by a man. Okay? Also, let's bring some other things to the table besides sourdough. Guys want to be mentally stimulated as well as physical, okay? But I'm just like, please, you guys are too young to be promoting this. And also, by the way, it's cringe. You guys.
Another day on Twitter, another pointless drama that is all be funny. That's why I'm talking about it, because it's funny at the end of the day. And the smoking gun, the Franz Ferdinand that started it all, was this video posted on Instagram Reels. This video posted by Emily would then be screen shared and posted by Sarah Stock on Twitter, saying, not to pick on Emily Saves USA, but I've been seeing a lot of girls on the right counter signaling the trad stay-at-home mom lifestyle lately also, but I think this message is ridiculous. Being a stay-at-home mom is not being trapped by a man. That's feminist BS. It's also not impossible. I have multiple friends in their early 20s currently who are stay-at-home moms. Also, my mom was, and same with the people I grew up around. You also don't need to have a career to mentally stimulate a man. I'm sure none of them care about that. Baking bread for your family is not cringe. It's actually more important than any little 9-to-5 email job you'd be doing otherwise. I could go on, but the main point is that I'm very tired of our big conservative voices constantly echoing these feminist sentiments to no pushback. So how do you think Emily Saves America would respond to this? Very poorly, to say the least. She responded saying, it's okay, it's not picking on me when I'm far more successful in every way. Sarah responds saying, this is a very weird response, lol. Sure, you're hotter than me and have more followers. Good for you. I'm not coming for you personally. I'm coming for the message you're spreading. Smiley face emoji. And notice how, at least at the time of this screenshot, this interaction being 4 hours old, Sarah Stock is very much ratioing Emily Saves America. This video of Emily would go viral for all the wrong reasons for her, that it would even get onto Matt Walsh's radar. Matt Walsh, on episode 1588 of the Matt Walsh Show, he would dedicate a segment to Emily herself. Considering Matt Walsh is the husband to a stay-at-home mom, it's no surprising that he completely tore her to shreds.
You know, having a job as a woman does not make you smart or interesting. I mean, I hate to break it to the working women of the world, but your husband is almost certainly not intellectually stimulated by your job or your stories about your job. In fact, if he was able to choose between listening to a story about your office drama or listening to a story about what you did with the kids that day, he would prefer to hear about the latter. Like, definitely. And this is the sort of thing you would know about men if you listen to them when they try to tell you what they want instead of declaring what you think they should want.
Also, if you want to know a quote-unquote influencer that supports her video on stay-at-home moms, Ian Miles Chong posted her video. This guy is calling young trad wives cringe. I'm sure it has nothing to do that he will absolutely be getting none of it, and he will be married to a fat fucking land whale in Malaysia. But for some reason, Emily Saves America and her orbiters keep going after Sarah Stock, even if whatever she posts is completely not related to her at all. Not to mention, Sarah Stock literally said not to pick on at Emily Saves USA. Sarah Stock wasn't trying to start a war, but she posted this meme saying, me trying to explain I'm a traditional conservative, not a homosexual conservative. Then this guy says, you're a trad wife who spends all her time on social media making political clips. Aren't you supposed to be married baking sourdough off the grid with 3 kids? Oh wait, that doesn't pay. Grift. And Emily replies, bingo. So she keeps trying to go after Sarah Stock. Sarah Stock would reply in kind, saying, "At Emily Saves USA, I am 10 years younger than you. I can almost guarantee you that I will have 3 kids and a sourdough starter by the time I'm your age. No grift going on here." This Emily Saves America orbiter says, "How about your career though? You're gonna drop the political talk? Not so trad wife." Later in the thread, a commenter says, "She's 21 years old. Of course she's getting paid, and actually her being on social media now will help her be a stay-at-home mother even more when she becomes one, because she can make income from home and help her husband be a stay-at-home mom, and you are helping her do so right now." Emily comes in the thread saying, "Why would she need income? You guys are literally proving my point. You're such R-tards." Am I allowed to say this word on YouTube now? If you thought that was good, the crash out continues, because in that original X thread, there was a video uncovered of Emily back from 2021, and let's just say, doesn't really look good on her.
Alright, I'm sorry, but the amount of little fucking 19-year-old white boys in MAGA hats who love to send me messages about how I need to find God and I'm a fucking degenerate and all this shit, why don't you fucking worry about yourself, okay? I'm fucking vibing, I'm crushing it, I'm having fun, I'm the life fucking party, something you'll never be. You live in a fucking flyover state, you have little dick energy, you're probably a fucking virgin. So why don't you just focus on you, whatever the fuck makes you happy, and I will keep going to nightclubs, partying, and doing drugs, because that's what makes me happy. And you know what, I would and yeah, lastly, I would fuck your dad, but he doesn't make enough money, so.
Very conservative. On May 1st, Emily Saves America says, "By definition, you can say I'm a feminist. Is that supposed to be offensive? Slow news day, I guess." And the next day, May 2nd, I responded with the video just asking, "This you?" ? And now that we're about a week removed from this, let's just say I completely ratioed her. The very funny thing is, on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, I decided as a joke I would change my profile picture to be this, and my name was B-slur Manic. If you think I'm funny on YouTube, you should follow me on Twitter because I am extremely funny. But of course, we have some stolen valor because this Morgan Ariel account reposted my video, which she did do the way in Twitter where you can give credit for the video. She says, "This is a conservative influencer with over 500k followers on Instagram who is propped up by the GOP and gets invited to all of the TP USA events. She's a beautiful role model to young women on the right, isn't she?" And she posts my video, or at least the video I uncovered. That post got literally 2,000 likes, and Emily had to respond saying, "Congrats, you found an IG post from 4 years ago, LMAO, try harder." And Morgan responds saying, "You were just acting trads 3 days ago." And now Emily is going after Morgan Ariel. And this is multiple tweets. Get your popcorn ready. She says, "All of these girls are like, yeah, I used to party, do drugs, sleep with tons of dudes, and had abortions, but now I go online and talk about Christianity and being a traditional woman, and I have Christ is King in my bio, so now I can go judge people online all day." And she would post a DM from an anonymous source saying she's a single mother who used to do drugs at rave fest and get ran through by blacks and browns. Wow, Morgan Ariel sounds like an amazing role model for young women. Emily would then quote tweet Morgan Ariel's post saying, "If you're a single 35-year-old baby mama who spent your entire 20s doing drugs and going to raves, maybe you shouldn't be trying to bring up my past. I have a career, a successful, faithful boyfriend, and a life off of the internet. Good luck getting any of those 3. I will admit that Emily did completely cook Morgan Ariel. I do not know who Morgan Ariel is at all, but a lot of people in the replies were saying don't you literally have herpes? But mind you, Morgan Ariel posted a video that I originally uncovered. She could have quote tweeted me, responding to the contents of the videos. But no, she keeps deflecting from the core of what she said in that video. Instead, she tried to attack the messenger. To continue on this crash out, Myron Gaines literally said, "LMFAO, Emily is a reformed whore. She can't find a provider because anyone with half a brain knows she's ran through grifter that promotes conservatism as an undercover feminist." And Emily would respond, "Myron, you're such a fat, please chill." I am pretty certain I cannot say that word on YouTube, and apparently not even on Twitter because it says visibility limited. This post may violate X's rules against hateful conduct. She is crashing out so hard she is risking her Elon bucks. Which, speaking of which, Emily seems like the perfect kind of girl for Elon Musk to impregnate. Speaking of which, if you saw my previous video on Elon Musk getting a girl pregnant, she even called out Ashley St. Clair. Yes, Emily Saves America called out Ashley St. Clair for offering her body to Elon Musk, calling her a degenerate. But now she's the one getting called a degenerate. And now that's too far. Now they're woke right. As a correction, Now that I found this tweet, she ends it off calling out Ashley St. Clair, saying, "This is why you can't trust mid-looking women." Also, after insulting Myron Gaines, just days later, she would post a photo with just pearly things in the big 2025. And just in case if you're wondering, why do people care about this girl? Mind you, she has 500K on Instagram. She has been to Turning Point USA events. Not to mention she's been on Fox News. But I had an epiphany after doing some research for this video. I stumbled onto a little panel that she hosted where she was talking about how she started. And in the intro, she says that a lot of the videos that she filmed were when she was drunk and that she started talking about politics in like 2020.
I've been doing this forever. I became a conservative commentator on NewsMax, which is crazy because they put me on the news after going on rants in my car, which I was usually like still drunk from the night before.
So it makes so much more sense now. It is very possible that she recorded this video while drunk, and frankly, it makes complete sense now. In a certain aspect, I kind of respect it, where she can just fucking talk shit on the internet and just like drunk, she does not care. But also, leave my homies in the flyover states alone, please. You're supposed to be a conservative commentator. We're trying to appeal to them, you know? Pennsylvania is kind of a very important electoral swing state. I'm sure you don't care because you want to bitch about California more than actually saving the USA. After watching enough of her Instagram reels, you can really tell that she uses the same argumentative tactic for just about everything. Like even when she's talking about abortion, she's calling the like girls that want abortions ugly. Like she's calling them ugly. Like this is literally just some dating tactic. It's like the opposite of when leftist girls promote transgenderism because they know that compared to transgenders, they look more attractive even if they are ugly. It's the same thing. I don't know, maybe she has some more insightful commentary when she's no longer on the like 1 minute vertical video format. Let's see how she performs on Fox News.
Why women are somehow just attracted to Kamala Harris. Is she a girl's girl or something?
Look, I hate to say it, but we're here to have real conversations. She's a woman. She's a woman of color. She's a lot younger. She's a Democrat. They'll support her for just that alone.
Wow, you're saying women and people of color will support people purely based on demographics? Obviously, I don't think she's going to go much farther than that, but that is a very dire case against democracy in general. But obviously, you probably don't want to go that far. You don't want to like dig deeper to more of a level 3 take on Fox News. So she continued crashing out after I recorded all that bit, and she went on this Xavier podcast on PragerU, some gay black guy, talking about the quote-unquote woke right and the reaction to her trad wife TikTok video.
Hey cousins, it is good to be back here from Israel.
This is the guy that's going to tell us what woke right means.
It's weird because it's all women hating on me, but what I'm saying is a very pro-woman thing. But then I'm being called a feminist. And it's like, well, first of all, I'm a textbook definition feminist, which everyone who's like a decent human being is.
Funny note that the Sovereign Bra account, which I believe is the guy that literally hosts the Whatever podcast, he ended up quote tweeting it, which I find so hilarious that the Whatever podcast guy quote tweeted a guy called Manic.